Hey, welcome to this ReignScape Devlog. ReignScape is a 2D infinite multiplayer strategy city builder game I'm creating using C# and Godot engine. It's Monday morning and it's rainy outside, but your comments on the last devlog are overmotivating me. Thanks to all of you. If you wish to get involved in the project, join the Discord server. You can get access to some early versions. And if you want to support me further, you can do so via my Patreon. You'll get full early access to every version of ReignScape. To start this week, I'll use my motivation to fix the saving system, which is broken for the moment. It's now 4 PM and I managed to fix the save system. So as you can see, I can launch a saved game and it will load the game with the campfire and some structures I previously placed. There are still some small issues. For example, there are some teleportations happening with the citizens, but I'll fix this later. For the moment, I want to start a stream and add some new structures to the game. It's now 9 PM and I've just finished to add the berry bushes. I'm really happy about it. It was a little bit of a challenge to do, as this structure is quite different from the others. In fact, it grows in front of a tree, so I needed to add it as a kind of child of the tree. I made it so those berry bushes need a quite big forest to grow. If there aren't enough trees around them, basically they will not grow. So if you place a lumberjack, for example, and the guy is cutting some trees, then you will not be able to see berry bushes anymore. So you really need to take care about the forest and keep it intact if you want to see berry bushes grow. It's Tuesday morning now and I'm working a little bit on the editing of this video. During this evening I worked on some bug fixing and I also improved the server. So now if the client or the server quits, I don't have any error popping out. It's now 7:30 PM and I'll start a stream to create a new structure again. It's now 9 PM, I just finished the stream and I managed to add the gatherer's hut. I'm quite happy about it. So the gatherer goes to a forest to find a berry bush with some berries on it, and he will collect the berries and then bring food back to his home. So that's another way to collect food in ReignScape. And for example, if you put a log cabin, then it will cut the trees, so you will not be able to grow berry bushes anymore. And so the gatherer's hut will not be useful anymore. So you really need to choose where you place the structures in order to keep some forests alive and being able to collect food. Again, there is this morning I did a little bit of video editing for this devlog. As I needed more space to explore and experiment, I've added more chunks to the game, so now it's 5 chunks wide. It's now 4 PM and I'm gonna try to improve the tree's behavior. It's now 6 PM and I just finished to work on the trees. So now the pine trees are growing on the up in the mountains and the oak trees are growing below. And if you place some pine trees too low or some oak trees too high, then they will struggle to breed, so the forest will disappear. During the end of the week I had a motivational drop. I felt as I was adding more things to the game, it was still not turning into what I want to create. And it made me feel quite bad. I took some time to go outside and think about it more deeply. I'm talking about it because I think it is a part of the process. Creating a game often seems funny, but it's also a lot of effort and some doubt. So I try to overcome those uncertainties by planning a bit more what's ahead of me. I made a list of what the game lacks of right now to be interesting to play, and I sketched a bit on how I could add those things, technically but also conceptually. ReignScape doesn't really have a scenario, and that is both a degree of freedom which is precious to me and a threat because it is much more difficult to create. So I think I'll go this way. From now on my main focus will be to create a demo version of the game. It should have all the main gameplay mechanics and features. It will be available for free on itch.io. I'll try to create a web version so literally everyone can test the game. In parallel, I will launch a crowdfunding campaign, which, if successful, will allow me to produce the game until release. All of this will be launched late 2021, early 2022. Thank you for watching, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up, and see you soon.